My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
April 13, 2023. It is 3:10 a.m. So I have a lot of tweets to share with you. Let's go straight on Twitter. Okay, so breaking, quote, at Buckingham Palace is pleased to confirm that the Duke of Sussex will attend the coronation service at Westminster Abbey on May 6. The Duchess of Sussex will remain in California with Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, end quote. And Omid continues, I understand that Archie's first birthday, also on May 6, played a factor in the couple's decision. Expect it to be a fairly quick trip to the UK for Prince Harry, who will only be attending the coronation ceremony at Westminster Abbey. Alright, so I think the First Lady's gonna be there. Can you imagine if she took I think I tweeted about that hitchhike with the First Lady and go straight back to the US with her? Then let me see, yeah, it probably will be out of his way because the First Lady will be going to Washington DC and he's going to California, so that's like different side of the country. So unless there's something special going on in DC for Archie. But let's see here. Okay, we all know Meghan is the one everyone wants to see. Harry alone won't bring that much interest. Very wise of Meghan to stay away from this toxic shit. I didn't think I would love Meghan more than I already did. Well done, Meghan. Don't bend the knee to king on queen tampons. Enjoy your son's birthday. Great news. I'm not gonna read all of these, but because almost every tweet that I put on the list is about that. Okay, disappointed in Harry, sorry, but he is giving the media exactly what they wanted, for him to come along and then not to come together. He's choosing his father over his son. It's a hard choice, okay? We're not him, and he knows his family very well, and we have to think in the long run as well, okay? Looking in the future. If all of us knew what the future holds, there's a lot of decision we will not make. Since we do not know, he is human. There's his wife who decided to stay, and then he's gonna go, so we have to give the whole family, the Sussex family, the benefit of the doubt. Okay, we already know how the UK treated Meghan. Well, I'm sorry, I should not say the UK. The UK tabloid. Okay, let's keep it separate. If I said the UK, that'll include every little people in the country. Even though there are who dislike Meghan for whatever reason it may be, but there at least one. Okay, at least one person may not go along with the nonsense that the UK is spewing. Okay.
We were just waiting for her to come, and she came near me and asked my name and how my day was, how long I was waiting, and I asked her if I could have a hug, and she hugged me back. So that was just quite an amazing moment. I'm still shaking now. I can't really explain what the feeling was when she did it, but it was really nice.
Why did you feel like you wanted to hug her?
Because I don't know, it just went through my mind, like everyone was kind of cheering me on to, and I guess I just felt like I needed to in a way. Like I just really wanted to at least hug her because I look up to her in some ways, and it just felt like it was the right thing to do.
I feel like she's going through a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's just it's still such a sad thing like that is happening now.
Why do you feel a bit of sympathy for her? Just because the Queen's passing, or because of her whole, relationship with the royal family?
I guess in both. So because of the Queen died, and also because of everything. But I did see that. I feel like it was quite nice to see William and Kate and Meghan and Harry together, and it was fine. But yeah, I just wanted to show her that she's like welcome here, I guess, and wants to hug her after everything that's happened really now.
So it's not the entire UK, but we have to understand that this is Harry's father. Even though we know they should not have set the date on his son's birthday, of all days of the year, they pick exactly on his son's birthday, and I think they wanted to see if he will make the wise decision. So he did. Okay, him going, that's good enough. Okay, Meghan, then grow up in this type of environment and the institution, so it's fine for Meghan to stay. And look at this, he take his kids out of that toxic environment, so his son is not growing up to know anything like about this kind of thing. Okay, thank goodness, Meghan, your mental health comes first. Not gonna lie, I'm disappointed that Harry is going. It is what it is. I'm seeing him in a different light, and it's not good. I can't help it. I'm in my feeling right now, the monarchy. It's the same thing that I was saying. If maybe it's just the tweet that I was reading and I went back to it, but that's his family. Okay, if you need to be upset, it's to be upset as the institution for setting the date on that. Okay, if he didn't go, we will understand. But now that he made his decision, we could also understand the fact that this is his family. He's just gonna go to the ceremony and then go back home, to his babies, to his family. Okay, I'm so happy that Duchess Meghan, Prince Archie, and Princess Elizabeth will stay here in the US. Excellent and wise decision. Now they can celebrate Prince Archie's birthday around their loving and supporting family and friends. Meghan couldn't cope with the rage that the British people will level at her. The booing will be louder than the royal trumpet. Yuck. I just would like to see if what's his name, the other one, the stepmother, if Harry's gonna bend the knee. I don't know. That will be, we shall see. If he doesn't bend the knee, we will hear it all over. Okay, so there's a lot of videos that I have. This one should have been last, but let's listen to it anyway. All right, these people are weird. I'm happy Meghan's not willing to fake it for the sake of appearances. Okay, Lord, Evil Holmes is literally crying. LOL. Meghan said nope. There's that. All right, so let's go into it. It's a thread. Is there more video? Oh, what in the name? It's a lot. Okay, apparently, oh my god, that would be one video by itself. So let's go through it. Let's go through it for the sake of you guys who's not on Twitter. Let's go through all of that. If one of them is not talking about Meghan, I'm not gonna go over it. All right, so let's start here because there's a lot. This is where this is the one that they bookmark and then it appeared. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and I will stop in between.
Like I saw it and I was like, oh man. I mean, we cannot know what went into the behind the scenes discussions, and obviously very much respect Meghan and the kids staying back in California while Harry goes over for the coronation. But what a missed opportunity on the part of the royal family specifically to sort of rise above it here and to put forth an attempt at family unity. I just what a missed opportunity this is, and I don't know, I need more coffee, but I'm just sad. I'm really sad. I wanted to see Meghan there as part of it. I wanted Meghan to be there for Harry. I wanted Harry.
Well, if we understand or if we remember what happened during the Queen's funeral, of all days, when you think the people will be mourning the Queen and do all of that, did you remember all the nonsense that was being said about her? They didn't even think of mourning the Queen. They were just bashing her nonstop. Why would she put herself back to this nonsense again? Okay, of all days, the time to mourn the Queen, who was in the reign for 70 plus years. Was it how many years? Okay, I know it was in the 70 something years. Okay, they went on bashing her, didn't even think about her mental well-being. Not too long ago, I think while I was on vacation 2 or 3 days ago, they were bashing But were they saying that Kate, the hardest thing for Kate was walking, when all four of them were doing the walkabout or something like that? That was the hardest thing for her. They were claiming if they wanted her to come, shouldn't they put something nice out there? But they continue with it nonstop. So why would she put herself through that? If she went, they will talk negative about her. She didn't go, they're still gonna talk negative about her. So the best thing is stay away. Stay away. Let them talk nonsense. It won't be about Meghan because they didn't see her. Alright? At least they will show themselves to the world how stupid they are. Still. Alright, let's continue.
Great to have Meghan there. I wanted all that.
Oh.
This is not a good look for Charles.
It
It's not a good
continues.
look.
It continues. I thought it stopped, but it continues.
His coronation will be the coronation where his daughter-in-law and 2 of his 5 grandchildren did not attend. Okay, so now my DMs are blowing up with people saying, well, they invited both of them, right? So maybe it was Harry and Meghan's call for Meghan not to go. Maybe it was just Meghan's call. Maybe it's a missed opportunity on their part. Well, one would presume that Charles, the king who is being crowned here, could have made an overture, right? Could have made them feel welcome, right? So yes, ultimately I think the decision was in Harry and Meghan's hands. But I think that the power rests in the royal family, who is throwing this massive, once-in-a-generation coronation. And that perhaps they could have done more to welcome Harry's family. Okay, I have to get out of my car now. I'm just sitting here reading all your DMs because my DMs are on fire right now, which I get. This is a huge deal, you guys. There's so many layers to this. And I do think this is a situation where many things can be true. And we won't know, we can't know. I mean, maybe...
Well, Meghan then grew up in that. She's American. We got rid of the UK's asses out of our system. So there's nothing, Meghan is not losing anything. We thought we were in the 21st century. We were civilized. You know, not forget, but we push our differences aside to move forward for the common good. But these people, they still live in the freaking Stone Age. They show Meghan no respect from day one. Yeah, literally from day one. The second they knew about their relationship, their courtship, they went after her nonstop. So why should Meghan put herself into this nonsense? She didn't grow up about this pageantry and this nothing. It's up to the institution. If they really wanted to move forward, they wanted people to embrace them, then they should have welcomed Meghan open arm. Okay, with respect and understanding, the same respect Meghan have shown them going into that institution, but they reject her. Why should she put herself through that? Alright, so Harry, the Sussexes did well. Harry grew up in that, so he's the one who's going to represent his side of his little family. Okay, but I don't think it's a bad idea at all. The only thing is that he just watch his back while he's over there.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
Alright, so let's see this. If any of these are not talking about the Sussexes, the coronation, I'm moving on because this video is about that. There's 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Let's see.
Be accompanying him and will remain in the US with their children. Well, Nikki Schiller is live for us in the newsroom with more. Nikki, over to you.
Yes, Matthew, the royal planners at Buckingham Palace will be breathing a bit of a sigh of relief, particularly those responsible for the seating plan, because we've had confirmation, as you said, that Prince Harry will be attending the coronation of his father, King Charles, on May the 6th at Westminster Abbey. But Harry's wife won't be there. Meghan is going to stay in California with the children. There had been speculation that neither of them may come because it is their son, Prince Archie's 4th birthday on the 6th. But we did have a statement from both Buckingham.
And I'm just wondering, all those people who's upset, I don't know, either for Harry's decision to go or Meghan not to go. But did they ever really blame the institution for putting the date on Archie's birthday? Of all days? Did anybody, any of these haters or who's upset with the Sussexes ever thought about that? On the date of Archie's birthday? But okay.
Palace and the Sussexes. Earlier it said the Duke of Sussex will attend the coronation service at Westminster on May the 6th. Went on to say the Duchess of Sussex will remain in California with Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Now, it will of course be the first time.
Well, at least they called the kids in accordance to their title, Princess Lilibet and Prince Archie. So that's another thing.
That Prince Harry has been seen with other members of the royal family since his bombshell book Spare was published, and indeed the funeral of the late Queen Elizabeth. Now, Harry is one of 2,000 people who've had this invitation. Amongst them, 450 people from community groups and charities. As we've said, the service will be taking place at Westminster Abbey. It will start at 11 o'clock on the morning of the 6th. The royal couple, they will take this route to get there, shorter than the one that was used by Queen Elizabeth for her coronation. They'll start off at Buckingham Palace, go along the Mall, past Admiralty Arch, Whitehall, the Palace of Westminster, Parliament Square, and into Westminster Abbey. They will be inside this royal carriage. It is the Diamond Jubilee State Coach. The reason this one is being used, because it is more modern, it's a little bit more comfortable for the royal couple. It has air conditioning and electric windows.
I'm a dinner lady in Lancashire, and just before the summer holidays, when the cost of living crisis really started kicking off, I've just noticed I spend as much time taking food away from children as I do serving it. And to be honest, it's not what I took the job for. You know, I never dreamt that I'd be having to tell children, you can't have that, you've no money on your account.
Now, one of the defining moments of the coronation.
Is that the new one that they made? Did they really make a new one? I don't know, I'm just saying. And also, as this guy is speaking, I'm thinking of all those people who's suffering, who can't pay their bills.
Look at the fact that just on energy alone, on a conservative estimate within 1 year, we're talking £1,300 a year going up in bills. We're going to have about 10 million people in fuel poverty. We have a real absolute, not relative poverty issue going to come in the UK.
Mold in their house and all of this. That's all popping up in my mind.
Will be the moment that the crown is put on King Charles's head, and this is the one that will be used. It is the St Edward's crown. It weighs £5 or over 2 kilos. Finally, Matthew, a sign that the coronation has come into the modern era. Buckingham Palace has released an official emoji for use on social media. Should you wish to try it out,
emojis. Okay, let's see here. 52 seconds or 50 something seconds. 52 seconds.
Carriage. It is the Diamond Jubilee State Coach. The reason this one is being used, because it is more modern.
Okay.
It's a little bit more. Crown is put on King Charles's head, and this is the one that will be used. It's 2 kilos. Finally, Matthew, a sign that the coronation has come into the out. The hashtag is #coronation.
Nikki, thanks very much. Nikki Schiller there in the newsroom for us. Now, there are about 900,000 people in the UK living with dementia. It can be debilitating and distressing.
Carriage. It is the...
Okay, what else are they talking about here? There's that. Let's all feel sorry for the royals. Okay, 2 minutes and 3 seconds.
Buckingham Palace says Prince Harry will attend his father's coronation next month, but Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, won't be travelling from California. The Prince will join more than 2,000 guests at Westminster Abbey on the 6th of May. As Nicholas Witchell reports, it'll be the first time he'll be seen with the royal family since the release of his memoir.
They haven't met since the state funeral of the late Queen Elizabeth last September. Even then, it was clear that the relationship between Harry and his father, and in particular with his elder brother William, was strained. And much has happened since then to make matters worse. First, there was the Netflix series in which Harry and Meghan set out their truth, their account of what they regarded as an unfeeling family and why they'd felt compelled to leave.
We know the full truth. The institution knows the full truth.
Then there was Harry's book, which revealed many private family moments. In a TV interview to launch the book, Harry said he hoped there would be an opportunity to talk.
There's a lot to be discussed, and I really hope that they are willing to sit down and talk about it.
Now Harry says he's coming to the coronation to join the rest of his family, though without Meghan.
This is the part where over the weekend while I was on vacation, they were saying whatever the tabloid was spewing nonsense, that it was what's her name, Kate's hardest things to do to walk. It's just pure nonsense, but let's continue.
Meghan, she's staying at home in California. So how will Harry's family receive him?
We know there are still tensions with his brother William, who he's barely spoken to. And we've heard a lot from Harry over the last few months with his book and his Netflix documentary, so it's going to be tricky for William and the rest of the family. But I think when all's said and done, the King will be really pleased at the end of the day that his youngest son is going to be there by his side on Coronation Day.
Harry will have a ringside seat in Westminster Abbey. Officials will be hoping that his presence doesn't become too much of a distraction.
Oh, God.
Nicholas Witchell, BBC News.
Damn if he do, damn if he doesn't. All sort of nonsense. He showed up, it's a problem. He doesn't show up, it's a problem. So he did the best thing, just show up and then leave. Let's see here.
Confirmation from California. Harry will come to the coronation, but Meghan is staying at home.
Okay, so it's almost the same thing. 2 minutes. Okay, so Biden, I skipped some stuff. Biden was in Ireland, and it seems like he was people were staying online to cheer for him and all of that. I don't think I bookmarked that. If it is, I'm surprised. I don't remember if I booked it. Okay, Biden pledged $16 billion investment if Stormont power sharing restored. Okay, Harry, but not Meghan, will attend. Alright, so there's more things. Biden appeal for Stormfront breakthrough as US denies he is anti-British. He's not gonna show at the coronation, but I think his wife will attend. I mean, how many coronation we have had in our lifetime? Pretty much just one. Okay, and if whoever was there prior to that, they're gone. They are dead. But the only one that most people could think of is what's her name, Queen Elizabeth one. But there was no fuss. All right, so there's more. Let's go. This one is another thing that's going around. Okay, the King was there for you, so said you can't make it for him, but yet he can't. I mean, do people remember the nonsense that went on behind the scene to get to this moment? Did everybody forget about that? The backstabbing, the nonsense, paying people, trying, was it Rex Simon to say negative thing about Meghan?
No, we can rely on you for being a great guy. So what an incredible friend you were to Meghan Markle is. Have you guys hung out at all since then?
No, we haven't spoken. She just wrote me a very nice thank you letter, and I framed it, and that was very nice of her to do. She just appreciated that I was honest, but it's so funny that we live in a time where everyone's like, it's such a big deal. I just did the right thing. Right. You know, it's okay to feel like that should be the norm and the status quo, but it's like, whoa, it's so crazy. He told the truth. I think we should all be a little more honest.
Well, thank you for doing the right thing.
And so people forget all about this. When all along these people were behind it. I'm telling you, this Charles walking Meghan down the aisle, halfway, I would say, he got me on that one. He did get me. But later on, when you know the truth, the nonsense that went behind, why will you attend? Everybody's doing optic stuff, pretending, but nobody can really do their true feelings. There's Meghan showing her true feeling, saying, I'm staying with my son, with my kids.
Do you not remember?
was looking into darkness for something to hold on. Found you when you were so broken, and I felt something was wrong. I think I'm in love, 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 I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you. Ooh, I'm in love with you. I think I'm in love, 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 I'm in love with you. I'm in love with you.
Do you not remember? Do you not remember?
It's a pretty wild memory.
Do you not remember?
And you've created it for what? Because you're bored, or because it sells your papers? Or it makes you feel better about your own life? It's real what you're doing. And that's the piece I don't think people fully understand.
We chose to put our mental health first. That's what we're doing, and that's what we will continue to do. Isn't this all about breaking the cycle? Isn't this all about making sure that history doesn't repeat itself?
My goodness. Okay, what else nonsense are this? We're gonna see this again because the squad were talking about it. Okay, what is this one here? My advice is to ignore it because of which. Okay, you know what? Let me get out of this because this was the one that caught my attention, and then there's a long thread in it. All right, so let's read the comment relating to this. Okay, these people are weird. I'm happy Meghan's not willing to fake it for the sake of appearances. Okay, so let's read some of the squad's comment. Once their home in the UK was taken away, there was no way Meghan would feel comfortable under the same roof as the other royals and their aides. I would think everything was bugged and everyone was listening to us. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, she makes it clear it's not a good look for Charles. Can't disagree. Camilla extended family all in attendance, but not his own. It's messy and out of touch. As for Harry and Meghan, obviously this is what's best for them based on the mess that is the royal family and royal vats. Commercial. Okay, what is that? 100% me too. Prince Harry is taking one for the team, his children and wife. Some people need to pick a lane. Prince Harry knows exactly 100% what he is doing, and they need to go have every seat in the Yankee Stadium and just stay seated and quiet. He's doing what he has to do. That's right. Okay, this is weird as hell. Okay, what is that? What the F? She's giving them nothing. Yeah, this one was convinced they both were going for historical purposes. Yeah, meanwhile, they're tormenting her mental well-being. What the F with historical moment or historical purposes? Take this for historical purposes. She didn't go. Alright, with all the nonsense, she did what she had to do. She curtsied to the Queen. The whole world know and saw her curtsy to the Queen. That's the last time she's gonna curtsy to anybody over there. Okay, they were hoping for a money shot if Meghan and the kids were there. They were also hoping for updates pics to put on their front page. Okay, what on earth? Yikes. And no money for unpaid mortgages. That's the boy of rats. They need money to do their nonsense. They were desperately waiting to use her for content. Sis said, hell to the no. Who is this person? They really wanted Meghan to come so they can see how bad Meghan and her two biracial children are abused. They wanted to see Archie being hung over the balcony. That's another thing. Okay, also, we are unaware of the level of credible threat that may exist against Meghan and the children. I'm glad that Harry will go to represent his family, but super comfortable that Meghan stays safe with the children at home in the USA. Okay, I honestly don't know what kind of a family this is. The fact that Doria doesn't even come up ever is profoundly sad to me. Her daughter married to Queen's grandson and they didn't even think she should have attended the funeral, let alone this coronation. It's so shameful. Right, there's that. These UK reporters are definitely not okay. But then these people want him to come back to the UK without her. They need to pick a damn lane. That's another thing too. Yes, they got exactly what they wanted. Just Harry. Yes, that's exactly that. Okay, whatever, as you said, it is a missed opportunity, more especially on the part of the British royal family. That's what I think too. Their hostility toward Meghan and her kids is palpable. Yeah, I don't know why Pennywise was not disgusting pedo Andrew for attending Easter service and her KKK red nail polish. She's happy to profit off Meghan instead of focusing on her lame faves. They just said their cash cow is a no-show. They were banking on her to show up, so they could profit from writing 100,000 of articles to last them till Christmas. That's another thing too. And there was something I was thinking. Okay, I forgot. Oh, the overshadowing thing is what's gonna kill this institution. They always want to be on the spotlight and they don't want anybody else to overshadow. Meanwhile, they're doing all unethical things. So, whatever. They got what they wanted. They have Harry coming over, Meghan and the kids staying home. Alright, next tweet. Y'all keep saying Meghan is a royal attention whore, but every time there is an opportunity for her to leave her house, she doesn't. So what now? Yeah, that's another thing. There's this. Meanwhile, the rest of us wishing she was the attention whore they claim she is. I'm telling you, the squad is something else. The baby GIF. They wanted Meghan to show up, but she's not showing up. Okay, you don't get it. She's attention seeking when she's going because everyone will talk about her, but she's attention seeking when she's not going because everyone will talk about her not being there. Keep up, Maya. Yep, next tweet. The coronation will be talking. Imagine Disney did something for Archie. Can you imagine that? I think there's a Disney in California. They did a huge parade and they televised it on that day. Can you imagine that? That will overshadow definitely over here. I don't know about the UK, but definitely in the US. Alright, and we can't control people's feelings and emotions. Okay, quote, yes, I got your letter. Yes, I'm doing better. It cut deep to know you, right to the bone. Yes, I got your letter. Yes, I'm doing better. I know that it's over. I don't need your closure. Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, closure. Alright, there's this. I like this one, turning around to say hi. I don't know what she said. I'm just saying my own thing here. This alone is definitely the moment. She's like, I'm done. I'm done right now. This is it. Yep. Let's see here. There's my comment here. Ours was done. D-O-N-E, done on that day. Okay, I still love this one. Okay, what did they say here? Bill was the heir to the Standard Oil name and money, and the town said, quote, how did a middle-class divorcee do it? The wedding was charming, if a little gauche. There's only so far new money goes. They pick out a home. American dynasty? Who knows if she never showed up? What could have been? There goes the maddest woman this town has ever seen. She had a marvelous time ruining everything. Rebecca gave up on... Okay, on the... I don't listen to Taylor Swift. Okay, how is it overlaps is scarily good, to be honest. A lot of her music overlap with them. Is Taylor Swift a secret squatty? LOL. It was on the news. Whoever she was dating, she's what is it? She broke up with somebody. Okay, I'm sure she will be able to emphasize with Meghan. Amen and amen. That's this standard. This is so true. All right, next tweet. I have a lot more, but my goodness, the second tweet took me. Okay, breaking news. Extended. Okay, this one seems to be pretty good. I didn't listen to it yet, but I was reading some of the comments. Okay, breaking news. Extended Sky News segment with historian Seldon again saying it's best Prince Harry come along as Duchess Meghan will have overshadowed. There's a rolling eye. You know, they needed her there, but they have to pretend just Harry attending is what they prefer. Coronation. Okay, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay, I'm sorry you'll be seeing screenshot instead of the full video.
Author and historian Sir Anthony Seldon. Hello to you, Sir Anthony. Thank you so much for joining us. So he is going to come. Did you think he was going to come?
Highly likely, I thought, but you never quite know with Harry and Meghan what on earth they're going to do. But it seems like the only logical way out of this, for him to come and her not to come, would have been very, very difficult if she'd come as well. The cameras would have been on her, interpreting every movement.
Like as if Harry and Meghan have control of whoever is behind the camera. My goodness, it's the same thing that Harry and Meghan were saying in the docu-series. Okay, who choose to put what's on the front page? It's not them. Okay, the people who's controlling the tabloid and all of that, they know what they're doing, and then they're blaming the person who's just walking. But anyway, the mindset of these people. Okay, it's not Harry and Meghan's fault who's pointing the camera at them.
Of her hand and her face and her eyes as indicating displeasure or pleasure. It just would have been too much of a distraction. I mean, it is his father who is about to be crowned, and he is the son. It would have been pretty unthinkable and almost unknown in history for the second son not to attend father's coronation. So it looks like
I'm laughing at the video because Harry broke his back that night. But anyway, but this guy who's speaking, he's making sense, and at the same time he's not making sense. Okay, no one, it's not Harry and Meghan's fault who's controlling, who decided to point the camera at them. Okay, but he's making this sense in terms of, yes, it's Charles is Harry's father, so he's showing up to support his father. So that's it. But everything else, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Like they've managed by hook or by crook to actually come up with a solution which is going to solve nothing in the longer term, but at least it's not going to create more noise, probably.
How does it work if your father is being crowned? Do you assume that you're invited, or do you have to?
Well, yes, of course.
So do you think this is?
I mean, they are.
Go ahead.
They are the royal family. They are a family, and the whole point of the monarchy is that it is a family, and that family models the behaviour of families. We all know that families.
Oh, shut the hell up! Did this guy see the nonsense that went on? He's a historian, but he's forgetting all the critical parts. Yes, if the royal family did behave like a family, maybe Meghan would have been there. The same way, during the Jubilee, Lilibet's birthday fall around that Jubilee day. She bring the kids to see the Queen. Why? Because the Queen respected her on a human level, and she returned that as well. Okay, went to see the Queen and everything like that, and then did a small little celebration for Lilibet. Okay, but this one, okay, out of all the days, they picked the one on his son's birthday, and then they expect Harry and Meghan to comply. And then throughout this nonsense, all we were hearing and seeing, they only want Harry, Meghan stays home, this and that. But she gave them exactly what they wanted. This historian is not good. He forgot all sort of other detail, the nonsense that was going on. The backstabbing, the court documents, all the things that the other brother was doing to Harry. Why would Meghan put herself back into this nonsense? This hostility. If the royal family was behaving like a royal family, then Meghan would have showed up like a family. But they excluded her, they mistreated her, they, do all sort of things. So she's behaving the way that they treated her. Move out the way. All right, so whatever.
Have rows, but they also we also know that at high holy days, and there's no higher day than the coronation, the family comes together.
What the hell is holy day? Is he saying the coronation is a holy day for two adulterers? Let me rewind it slightly. This cannot be true. Oh, I hope the video is recording, because if the video doesn't record, I will have to re-record it completely.
Holy days, and there's no higher day than the coronation. The family comes together and puts differences.
Then we just have Easter Sunday. Isn't that the day where Christ raised? Oh my God, the holy day. Oh my God. I don't know. This must be the devil. Definitely. This family must be the devil. And then the only good thing that come out of that devil family is Harry, who have better sense to say this is no good. The highest holy day is the coronation of two adulterers, and then who mistreated Princess Diana? Are you freaking kidding me?
I walk into the house and stick my hand out to Camilla for the first time and think, phew, got over that. We were all upstairs and I was chatting away, and I suddenly noticed that there was no Camilla, no Charles upstairs. So this disturbs me. So I make my way to go downstairs again. I know what I'm going to confront myself with. Try and stop me from going downstairs. Then I don't go down there. I'm just going to find my husband. I go downstairs, and there's a very happy little threesome going on downstairs. Camilla, Charles, and some other man who I didn't know, chatting away. So I thought, right, this is your moment. So I went and sat down, joined in the conversation as though we were best friends. And I said, Camilla, I'd love to have a word with you if possible. And she looked really uncomfortable, put her head down. She said, oh yes, right. And I said to the two men, okay boys, we'll just have a quick word with Camilla, and I'll be up in a minute. And they shot upstairs like chickens with no heads. And I could feel upstairs all hell breaking loose. What was she going to do? So I said, Camilla, you'd like to sit down. So we sat down, and I was terrified of her. And I said, Camilla, I'd just like you to know that I know exactly what's going on. And she said, I don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I know what's going on between you and Charles, and I just want you to know that. And she said to me, very interesting, she said to me, you've got everything you've ever wanted. All the men in the world fall in love with you. You've got two beautiful children, what more would you want? And I didn't believe what she said anyway. So I said, I want my husband. And she said, well, and she looked down the whole time. I said to Camilla, I'm sorry I'm in the way. I obviously am in the way. And it must be hell for both of you. But I didn't know what's going on, don't you? No, I didn't. In the car on the way back, my husband was over me like a bad rash. I cried like I've never cried before. It was anger. It was 7 years of pent-up anger coming out. Cried. I didn't sleep that night. And the next morning I woke up.
Do you not remember?
Is beside it and lets the lesser people not claim the limelight and lets it fall on the principal. And the principal is, of course, King Charles and indeed his wife, Queen Camilla. So it would have been a really mega upstaging had.
Oh my God. And still can keep her name out of their mouths. TV shows tweet. Okay, last hour, BBC News tweet, different commentator telling same story, Harry is coming along. She's irrelevant, but she'll overshadow. I know, this is the nonsense that I'm hearing from this guy. How can she be irrelevant and yet overshadow everyone? Meghan, your power. Okay, Jesus, he can barely speak, lol. They're so defeated that they won't get to make money off Meghan. They even sang the quiet part out loud, lol. They plan on dissecting her every move down to her eyes to see if she's displeased. The head of Medusa. Okay, you can stop them by holding the mirror up to them and not looking directly into their products. Harry has a great mirror in his hand right now. Court cannot be paralyzed. Okay, so now they are happy, they said, because they are afraid she will have outshone them all. Amazing. They know she's the real star. Yep, they know Harry will have most likely attend, but we can see Meghan is the main draw for this event. Alright, there's this. I love this picture. Okay, this whole report, the running tape of Meghan. She will upstage the coronation, but not Kate or Camilla. But after being invited, Meghan declined the invitation. Royal family value of backstabbing, mistresses, and racism do not align with Meghan's value. They got snubbed. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Did they forget all of the backstabbing, the nonsense that they were doing? Why would she put herself to this? Okay, racist people, that's all you've shown and continue to show the world. Okay, that's stupid because they are still going to make her overshadow even though she's not there. There's a laugh, but anyway, when will they accept that they're the one that makes her overshadow? I don't know. This is the thing that I was saying regarding the cameraman, the people who's printing the tabloid and all of this. They keep on talking about her. So anyway, next week. Very true. King Charles wants a coronation that represents the time and people of this nation. However, the royal family and household have created an environment where his daughter-in-law, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, the first mixed-race princess, will rather stay away. Very sad. Yeah. There's my comment here. 10 hours ago. This calls, quote, lesson learned, end quote. Unlike the royal family, they don't learn. They keep repeating the same shit. Why will Meghan Markle return to the same abusive environment and no one within the royal family put a stop to the abuse? I'm glad Queen Elizabeth II got the goodbye from Meghan Markle because Meghan spoke highly of her. That's me here. History. Right, folks pretend to forget that they very recently leaked them confirmed that the cottage that the former monarch gifted to Harry and his family to call home has been recalled. It was during the planning of a coronation that the Ugg expect Harry to take his wife and kids. Yep, all of this. The only this is the thing as well. They want Harry to do everything that they want. The only place that when they're over there where Harry and Meghan was in their own little environment, they took it away from them. Okay? And if they want to come, they could stay at the palace. Nah. They spent how much money? 2 million. How much money did they spend for the cottage? Fragmore Cottage. Okay, for the renovation. That was theirs, but they took it away. Why would Meghan put herself back into this nonsense? That's their fault. Next tweet. Okay, my conspiracy mind thinks the royal were hoping Meghan will be around so they could blame poor crowd reaction protests on her. Maybe. Totally. That was my thought when reading some of the reaction from the voters. Now, they will not be able to say that the boos that will be heard during the coronation are for Meghan. They will have to assume that each one of those boos is for the new king or queen and the other royals. LOL. Okay, they were hoping to blame. That's another thing. The blaming here. They were hoping to blame anything that went wrong on her, and they will probably still try to blame her even though she won't be there. Now they can focus on Andrew being there. His cover is not going to be there. This should be interesting, how they are going to cover his attendance, how the family have supported him. Yeah, remember during the height of all this negative thing, when Andrew was the main attraction regarding the Virginia Guthrie, the nonsense that they were putting Harry and Meghan through. Yeah, Meghan is not giving them anything. Okay, I never for a moment thought she would go. I'm kind of happy for Harry that he feels good about going. I don't think he really felt good about it. He just had to make a decision. This was a tough decision for him. Okay, this is why he took so long, because his security, they forgot all about that. He's thriving clearly, and Meghan definitely knows how to set a boundary. Happy, healthy people. They're whining that she's going to call the paps on herself in order to still chuck his sunshine. Since Meghan isn't coming, way fewer people are gonna hate watch the coronation, hoping for hot goss. This is bad for ratings. It will be fun to stream Ted Lasso or something while the struggle is on. I'm sure they're also disappointed because they won't get to bully and demean her. Mine too. Now they only have themselves to blame. Yeah, all this stuff they blame it. They should blame it on themselves, because there's Meghan who show up very, very friendly, but that respect and friendliness wasn't returned. All right, next week, just Harry at the coronation equal a strategic move. Deprive the voter of Meghan's story. He's there for a moment while Meghan and kids remain protected and Kylie. To be fair, it was the only move Harry could make. Yeah, that's definitely that. Okay, I did all sort of scenario that he's not gonna show up. He's gonna show up, but if he show up with the kids gonna put a mask like Michael Jackson did with his children. All sort of scenario. There, now we have the answer. Only him showing up. Okay, I wish he weren't going at all. Those people don't deserve someone of his caliber. Okay, agree, but he had to go, or it will have been used against him until the end of time. He's being an adult. Yeah, that for sure. Okay, I don't even think he's gonna, maybe I was gonna say I don't even think he bring extra clothes, because he's just gonna be there for a moment. But the thing is that he has to he can sit on the plane with a suit and tie and all of this. Okay, as I maintain, the Sussexes are master chess players. Their action and responses are always simplicity at their finest. Okay, Harry and Meghan had 2 master strokes. They waited until the last minute, and only Harry is attending. Brilliantly played. Let me see. We are on, was it April 13th? The thing, I would wait longer. I don't care all the choir. I will wait longer. Respectfully disagree. He has shown that the crown is more important than his family. No, where did that come from? No. Okay, Harry left, but the thing is that, remember, at the end of the day, he has to think of the future. If things don't work out, or whatever the future might hold, okay, the UK is his home. He did say it when he was leaving the UK to come to the no, actually not to the US, to go to Canada to meet Archie and Meghan. Okay,
The same person that many of you have watched grow up over the last 35 years, but now with a clearer perspective. The UK is my home. The UK is my home, and a place that I love. That will never change. I've grown up feeling supported from so many of you, and I watched as you welcomed Meghan with open arms, as you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. It had come to that I would step my family back from all I have ever known, to take a step forward into what I hope can be a more peaceful life. I was born into this life, and it is a great honour to serve my country and the Queen. I will always have the utmost respect for my grandmother, my Commander-in-Chief, and I am incredibly grateful to her and the rest of my family for the support they have shown Meghan and I over the last few months. I will continue to be the same man who holds his country dear and dedicates his life to supporting the causes, charities and military communities that are so important to me. Together, you have given me an education about living, and this role has taught me more about what is right and just than I could ever have imagined. We are taking a leap of faith, so thank you for giving me the courage to take this next step.
That was before Lily was born. He said the UK is his home. He will always cherish it. And he said something about the Queen, and he had the most out respect for the Queen. But just we have to think of the future. When everything is said and done, the UK is his home. He will be returning over there, even though we know they're gonna mistreating him and all of that. But he has to return because he doesn't want to give them anything to hold against them. Okay, Harry, Meghan and the kids are fine because Meghan then grew up on this, and then we know the mistreatment, so we have a perfect reason for Meghan not showing up. But Harry, he has to. Okay, if he didn't show up, I will understand as well. Okay, because they mistreated him, they didn't accept his family and all of that, and then to what the degree that they put his mother through. Okay, so all of this, Harry had all the reason to not show up, but he did. All right, so that's that. Let's move on. Give him credit where credit is due. He's just gonna show up for the ceremony. Okay, the optic that they want people, he's just gonna show up and then he's gonna leave. Anything that they do in the background, not for him. Okay, not my king. Charles and Camilla bombarded with boos and taunts. Toronto Sun. Okay, not my king. Charles and okay, repeating the same thing. My goodness. Wow. Okay, I noticed that the UK domestic news is more extensively covered in the foreign print media than here at home. There's a message in that, isn't there? All right. Lately, I've been seeing this guy's comment. Okay, there's this, not my king. There's that. Yet they keep on going. Have they eaten mushroom or something? Okay, if only he was now crowned. Okay, crown Lady Di. Then that would be something different. Okay, why not? I think if Princess Diana was there, is the one who's gonna be next to Charles, maybe Meghan will show up out of respect, but we will not know what happened in between. If Princess Diana would have stood up for her, and you know, just things that we will never know. And it's my crazy mind thinking, but we have to live with reality. We see what reality is, so we deal with it in our best way. Okay, if only he was now crowning Lady Di. Okay, why now? They've done countless engagements together before the Queen passed, and no vitriol. These overt signals of disapproval would have been effective earlier and would have likely helped change the course of things. They knew this was coming, and the reaction seemed delayed. Okay, as they should. I love this for them. Okay, so what did they think? Not my king. Charles and Camilla bombarded with boos and taunts from protesters. Okay, whatever, but let's move on. Everybody have a different time and reaction to things, so okay, so what is it? He said what he okay, when was that? This is old. I remember coming for this okay, after sleep. Okay, I remember searching for this video and I came to get the link for it, but it seems like I put the link of this video instead of, let me look for why I had this. Okay, so it was for this. This is the link I should have put. Was it that? My comment should be on. There was one I put my comment on. Maybe not. Okay, so this was the tweet, not the other one. And I came to get the other tweet for with Meghan's father saying that the whole plan was to mess up the wedding, was to put it on a comment that had this. Alright, so I put the link of that instead. Okay, after slating her at every opportunity, the Sun still won't stop. They forgot to mention this is the man who banned her from Balmoral, kicked her out of Frogmore, took security away, and remained silent at the never-ending abuse she suffers from the media. Not really there, is he? Okay, not really there, is he? Alright, okay. The king was there for you, so said you can't make it for him. This is the thing that I was saying, all the things that was going in the background. People forget all about that. Okay, you can have everything you want. Okay, and they want to literally feed her while she worked for him. Okay, we saw Charles walking Diana down the aisle. That's another thing. Yes, We saw Charles walking Diana down the aisle while he was still shagging Camilla before and after the wedding, so him walking Meghan down the aisle means nothing. Or for sure, only Meghan knows what that family put her through, the same way they did with Diana behind the scene. Yep, this is a very good comment. Yep, that is exactly the response for that. Okay, who also missed Lily's first birthday on her christening? No outrage there. That's another. Oh my god, the squad are coming with some good response. I forgot all about that, even though I mentioned Lily's birthday during the jubilee. I forgot all about that, and it's been leaked that she will have been giving the cold shoulder if she had come. It's really sinking. Okay, it's really sinking, and that she's done, and they don't like it. Okay, remember, this is the same newspaper that blamed the victim of Hillsborough for stadium crush that killed 97 people, branding them football hooligans. Wow. They all are baggage for God. I don't know anything about that, but this alone, my goodness. It reminds me of that lady who's suing the paper along with Harry. What happened to her and her son. They keep on bringing back the incident over and over again, pretending that they're helping her, but instead they is just putting salt to injury. The same man Harry had to warn about how he spoke about Meghan. And here they goes. She does not need the abuse of your media nor your palace mole. She also doesn't need to be treated like she is in the Siberian by other family members. I don't blame her. Why give them the opportunity to be spiteful toward her? Yeah, that is what they are mad at. They're starting to realize Harry and Meghan brought some relevancy back to the royal family. We're not interesting unless they are there, but they should have thought of that before shunning them. Yeah. Okay, awful rag. Obviously, even on the eve of his coronation, it's Meghan who makes the news, and it's far more popular. Alright, so let's move on. Next tweet. Okay, I hope I got the right thing. Okay, next tweet. Okay, Chucky then. This GIF really got me. Chucky then walked Meghan down the aisle. He walked himself down the aisle of opportunity to use Harry and Meghan's wedding to rehabilitate his image on a global scale. He will always be a spineless deadbeat dad and a hoe. She's right about that in terms of the international world, because he got me that time. He did get me. I thought he was doing something good, but later on when I know the full story about it, and I'm like, what the F? My goodness. Okay, let's not. Oh, this is where I came to get the link for. Okay, instead of putting it here, I guess I did, but I also put the link of that there. Okay, this is where I put it. Okay, let's not forget what was going on in the background led her dad not showing. The whole plan was to mess up the wedding. Don't forget that. All right, so there's that. 6 people like it. Meghan started off by herself, and then he was there at the end. So Meghan is starting his ceremony off by herself, and she will be there at the end. She looked great in black. Okay, the same happened when he went to Paris to collect Diana's body in fear of what the public would say. As Diana mentioned, there were 3 in the marriage, so it was a bit crowded, all about public opinion, like his mother, all optics. Okay, Camilla concert with abuser biographer conspicuously found residence in Mexico next to Thomas conveniently has Harry and Meghan wedding plans were being made. King Charles deadbeat father treacherous act against Meghan is as clear as they were against Diana coronation adulterous parade. That's for sure. Okay, say it louder for the folks in the back, please. Alright, so there's more. Let's read this. I need this GIF as a Jamaican. I need syrup in my life. Okay, there's that. Yeah, definitely. I like that GIF. She always come up with. Alright, next tweet. I just thought of Page Master. I haven't seen her tweet in a while, unless if she changed her profile thing. Okay, why does KK want Meghan at the coronation? Is baby brain afraid of being overshadowed? Okay, let's see this. Quote, we must all be grateful that Kate prevented Meghan from coming to the coronation. Royal biographer Tom Bauer claimed that the Princess of Wales wouldn't have Meghan at the coronation and under any circumstances. Like she has any say. Like as if she has any say on things like that. Okay, but anyway, that's the nonsense they were putting out there. Imagine thinking she has a type of power to prevent anyone from coming to an event she's not hosting. Okay, and so it begins. This is what Harry's protecting Meghan by attending looks like. Okay, she shouldn't worry. Meghan wouldn't show up for hers. She may not even be there for hers, because I think there's someone who's right at the doorstep to replace her. Well, she certainly was at the Jubilee. Okay, bowel movement is giving Unable all the credit. Unable. Okay, bowel movement is giving Unable all the credit. Interesting. Dear Mambo, you in danger, girl. I'm telling you. Does she want her blended family to get all the headlines? Definitely. KKK stop. KKK can't stop attending. How will she stop Meghan attending? Next tweet. Okay. Alright, Queen Meghan. I'm gonna have to blur this because I don't know what YouTube will do. Queen Meghan is turning down the Coronation is BDE. I'm ready to steal her from Harry. Meghan Markle. There's that. Laughing my ass off. You're crazy. Laughing my ass off. There's this. The line is already long. This is people's waiting to take Meghan. Get move, bitch. She's mine. With red underwear. That's so Kate. There's a laugh. Laughing my ass off. Why you like this? What kind of meme is this? It's me in a nutshell. Okay, and this is after telling future king to remove his finger from her face. You gotta stand, Meghan Markle. 39 seconds. There's that. That's during what do you call this? The Germany thing. Okay, there's no audio. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the next tweet because there's a lot more. All right. British media never disappoint. Meghan Markle is putting Archie and Little Bet above her royal duty regardless of consequences. Yeah, that's her kids. That's her kids. She has to stand by her kids. Meanwhile, the adults who's doing the party never respected her. Why should she show her face? Okay. Let's not forget they were looking forward to treat her like this. Yep. This is the thing. They don't know the future. They should have treated her better. If she, especially Camilla. Camilla is the power hungry woman. If she really wanted people to Meghan to come, that treatment that she gave to Meghan, my goodness. Look at that little girl. I feel sorry for her. Look like everybody's afraid of Camilla around. My goodness. This is whatever. Okay, it was heartbreaking to watch. Okay, they say she didn't want to do any work and she's not working royal. So what royal duty are they referring to? That's another point too. We've always told people that when a black woman tells you she's had enough of you, believe her. King Charles is frowned upon by the planet and the Commonwealth countries when it comes to his mixed race grandchildren that he might never see them in his lifetime. Okay, yep. 1, she doesn't have royal duties. 2, her children should be a priority. Exactly. That's the thing. Okay, there are no consequences. They don't own her. 4, Harry will be in and out before they know it. 5, the royal rats will make no money off of Meghan. 100%. They just bought her because they won't have pictures and garbage articles for their rags because she won't be there. Kate, Sophie, Camilla, or no one else will be able to freeze her out like they did at the Queen's funeral, and Harry will only be there for a hot second. Good. There's the thumbs up. Consequences. She won't be there to drive up rating or draw hate viewers to the struggling. Let the fell son and chief fell gloriously. I know, right? Okay. Giving her mess up some of the family it's a good argument for doing things differently. Alright, let's go to the next tweet. Alright, they never accepted her, so Meghan is not missing a damn thing. Alright, so there's this here. Good. Now we can focus on our nephew's birthday. Alright, here, join the Sussex squad as we gather to celebrate Archie's 4th birthday. Date May 6th. Okay, there's all the information. Okay, which charity are we donating to again? Okay, it will be announced on 4th May. Are you still donating to 150? Okay, I read this, but pretty much this was this. Okay, Prince Archie's birthday. We want to remind the squad this is what we're looking for on the 6th. Next tweet. Okay, Meghan, after making that decision, we stand a self-care queen. Okay, yes, I'm feeling much better about everything. Those people with the GIF, they picked the right moment. Okay, I'm so glad she's not going. Such a self-care queen. We are all feeling much better about everything. We love you, Meghan. Harry and Meghan for the win. There's the clap. Yep, always. Next tweet. There were a lot of tweets that was coming right after the announcement made that Meghan is not showing. So I was speaking as much as I could. Meghan said, those people aren't worthy of my presence. That's for sure. Okay. How I seriously love this woman. She knows her worth, and she said, hell, you ain't gonna do me again like at the funeral. That was unavoidable, but a clown, a nation is avoidable. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, to be fair, they're truly not worthy of her time. I think it's about time the British royal family and their hired help, courtier, realize not everyone is willing to kiss up and bow down to them. That's another good response. Okay, and I so happy she chose herself and kids this time. Harry can handle his family 100%. All right, there's that. All right, so let's move on. I have some other videos coming up and I left them for last. Okay, love you, Meghan. We love. Okay, as you get older, you become more comfortable in your skin and comfortable in saying no to things. I've also learned that saying no is just as valuable as saying yes. It's something that I think comes with age and really having a sense of your self-worth, and then you make choices based on that. Meghan Markle. I'm telling you, the squad knows. That's exactly that. This is exactly what Meghan did. Practice what she preaches. Okay, hard true, there's that. Thanks for this post, sis. I'll steal the pic. Okay, still away. Sharing is caring. Okay, you squaddies and squads are keeping the British royal family relevant with all this Harry and Meghan stuff. All you ever hear or read is Harry, Meghan, Harry, Meghan, Harry, Meghan is the British royal family. That is the crime here, not Harry and Meghan. The royal family doing just fine and growing in the US. Okay, amazing thing. Be supportive but geez whiz, they can't walk on water. Okay, that's correct. There's this. Then King Charles and the firm know Archie's birthday. Bunch of hypocrite. This is the thing that I was saying. Of all dates, this is the date that they pick, and then they want to blame Harry and Meghan for it. There's Harry who's giving them benefit of the doubt. Split the time. Okay, Meghan stays, and there's that. Kate and Camilla can't hold a candle to Meghan. That's the problem. Both women are intimidated by the American girl. She stays where she is, the queen of her own ground with her children. Okay, so now she also plagiarizes other words. What the hell? But anyway, after this, that's it. No one wants her there anyway, and she knows that. It's really good she isn't attending. Okay, either way, or was it shit scaring of getting booze? Alright, there's that. Or just plain rude and ill manner. How lucky you were to have your fairy tale wedding paid for and walk down the aisle that man after you diss your own father. Oh please, this is someone who pretend not to know that Meghan didn't even want that wedding. Okay, and that wedding bring in more money than they spent, and then they abuse her. They were trying to stop the wedding.
Right. So that may have been one of the things that upset her. And of course, the photographs were a setup. I was set up by a guy named Jeff Rayner and another guy named Dylan Howard, who was with American Media, I think. And the whole thing was a plan to actually mess up the wedding.
So what the hell is this? Let me see. There's one comment. They put this. But anyway, let's move on. Thank you. Hey squaddies, our sister Meghan's wedding dress is at the palace. Can we petition for it to be returned to Lilibet? She's not coming because she's too frightened to face the family. You could give any reason. You know what? she's not coming. She decided not to. The kind of mistreatment. These people are freaking delusional. They forget what happened during the funeral. Are you freaking kidding me? That was 24 minutes ago. Trash for 3 years. Okay, she's not coming because she's too frightened to face the family. She's trash for 3 years. You know, the family who gave her those titles. No, she's carrying her husband's title. Okay, and they insist on giving it back. She's not coming because she's too frightened to face the family. She's trash for 3 years. You know, the family who gave her those titles that she insists on hanging on to for no reason other than to monetize. Okay, so Harry doesn't own the title. If it wasn't for Harry, Meghan doesn't need this. Okay, if it wasn't for Harry, Meghan would not have the title. They insist on returning the title, but they didn't do anything. Many of these people who don't want them to have the title, they did petition, they submitted, but they were rejected. Now, when it comes to monetize, so you're telling me with all those titles that those other royals in the UK have, so how come they're not making as much money as Harry and Meghan? So you're telling me their hard work, sleepless night.
It is my distinguished honor to introduce someone that I think you'll all be very excited to hear from. He has also spent many late nights and early mornings planning for these games to make them as perfect as possible for each of you.
Sleepless night, making phone calls, coming up with ideas similar to the cookbook, similar to SmartWorks. You're telling me their hard work is not what caused them to make that much money? So if those monetization that Harry and Meghan are doing, they're not even using those titles anyway. But how come the people in the UK are not making as much money? You don't think Harry and Meghan's brain is behind all of those success that they have? So if it is the titles that's making that, so how come William is not being as profitable as the other one? So how come his projects are not working? So don't be blaming Harry and Meghan for the freaking title. Title doesn't work here in the US. Nobody cares about title. Before they left, they insist on giving it back, but you guys didn't even bother taking it, or the royal family, whoever is in charge of taking the titles. You guys made petition, it was rejected. So what's going on? My goodness. Alright, there's that. This is nonsense. If you see the rest, that's nonsense. Alright? Pretending. And then they choose the date on her kid's birthday? Please. This is they always find an excuse for everything. Alright, so now I have several videos, and then the last one is Archie breaking news thing. Or did I put it? Well, maybe not. Okay, Meredith nailed it. As always, I love this for Meghan Markle. Okay, it's 1 minute and 48 seconds.
I'm about to go food shopping, but I want to quickly talk about this. First of all, this is like peak TikTok, but also something I thought of. In his memoir Spare, Prince Harry talks about when Meghan is really struggling. Her mental health is incredibly bad, and it's on a night where they have to go to an event, and instead of focusing on what she needs, he is in royal mode of, well, we can't not show up to this event, you know, we have to think of optics, we have to think of what the media is going to say, and he kind of puts on that royal hat first, feelings, loved ones second, and he talks about how he really regrets that. So I see him attending the coronation alone as learning a lesson from that experience.
Exactly.
That boundaries and mental health are far more important than the optics. Not to mention, there was going to be negative pieces if they all decided to attend, if they all didn't decide to attend. This kind of half in, half out, shall we say, way of attending the coronation. There's going to be negative pieces no matter what.
That's true.
And in some ways, by deciding not to attend, Meghan has taken some of the power away from people that are going to write stories about her being there, make her the focus of attention, and then subsequently blame her for taking attention away from King Charles.
Yep.
There was no winning here. But this actually really forces...
The thing is, there's no winning here as well for picking that date. This is where they wanted William. They wanted Harry to make a decision, either him or his kid. They specifically did that on purpose. For some reason, the institution loved to put pain onto people. This is what they were hoping, to put pain onto Harry's family. There's Harry and Meghan who split it right in the middle. Okay? So they didn't get what they were hoping. If Harry didn't show up, they were still gonna talk about it. He's showing up, there it is, we're still talking about it. So Harry did right. Okay, let's continue.
The media to focus on anything else but Meghan, because to focus on Meghan during the coronation would honestly be laughable. She's not going to be there. Not saying they won't find a way, but I think this is kind of a way of being like, you're not going to make money and headlines off of me.
That's right.
I am not going to be there to let you do it. All in all, I think this was probably the best case scenario.
I think so too. She nailed it. I think so too. All right, she's absolutely right, 100%. Excellent. Okay, there's that. Okay, so I have another video. I'm not on TikTok, so whenever I see some good clips of TikTok, I bring it to you. There's another one here. Preach. Princess Meghan is done and unbothered. All right, 54 seconds.
Breaking news in the royal world. Princess Meghan is not going to the coronation party. I personally am very happy that she's not going back to that circus. Harry himself is only going to the Westminster part of it to see his father actually crowned, but for the rest of that shit show, he won't be attending. And while I'm sure at first copycat Kate will be very excited that she doesn't have to compete with Princess Meghan, her actual problem is going to be front and center. The press.
I'm telling you, yes, Rose is gonna be there. Can you imagine this? This is the nonsense they put her through, where she's a doormat. They could do whatever they want. She's about to be exit soon.
Fantasizing for months about how badly the Sussex would be treated if they did go to the coronation, but they overplayed their hand. The last person in that Machiavellian family that Meghan had any real respect for died in September. I honestly think she's done. She's done with the whole group, with the whole institution. I think moving forward, we'll only see Meghan in the UK for her events, her charities, her causes. And honestly, same with Harry. I can't imagine him attending many more royal events after this. Be careful what you wish for, British press. Because breaking news in the royal world.
Another good TikTok. Okay, I'm not gonna read this. Okay, the man, the boy, and the donkey. I'm not gonna read that too much. Stood up to the King of England and told him no. Rose front and center. Yep. Alright, it's super weird to see a video of yourself pop up on your timeline. Oh, is that her? Who is this? Okay. Wonder who they say the booing is for now. Okay, there's yes, all that. Facts. I agree with everything she said, and I truly believe this is for Harry. Closure. Could be that too. So happy. I love this for them. Exactly. Happy Chuck Miller's Day. Happy Chuck Miller's Days in the UK. Happy birthday, Prince Archie, globally. Yep. What? Is that a dog with underwear? Oh my lord. We'll write books and keep our titles though. Whatever. Yeah, that's theirs. They even wanted to. Okay, that's how it goes. Harry has a birthright too. Just saying. Okay, whatever. The person responds just saying as well too. Okay, good on her. The rest of the world will be celebrating Prince Archie's 4th birthday this May 6, 2023. We'll let our banners and praises fly proudly. She only has time for Prince Archie's birthday. May 6 is going to be the great day. Love, Harry, but will not be turning in to see him. Bring on the birthday cake. Good. Now give up the Duchess title since she's done. Toast, I say. Well, you know what? Let's do that. Where is it? Good. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the next tweet. These people with that freaking title. My goodness. Next tweet. Okay, part 3, breaking news, extended Sky News. Oh, this is I went over this already. I'm not gonna go over it again. Okay, I did this already with that historian.
First of all, this is like...
Okay, I went over this as well already. I put it twice. I can't believe this. Alright, so this is the last one. Okay, breaking news. It is believed that Adele and Elton John will be performing at Prince Archie's 4th birthday. This is after they both declined to attend and perform at King Charles' coronation. Prince Harry will be making his way home same day to be with his family. I love this part where Archie's like,
Was that
a good song.
That was such a good song. It was awesome. Oh my
You want me to play it again, Mama?
Yes, please. Thank you. Okay.
I'm laughing because my son used to do that and it drives me nuts. I suffer through it to listen to it. That's what I'm thinking right now. Okay. There's a music on this one. Alright. This is Archie playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars.
Like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. How wide
They're creating a...
Okay, so that's it with Archie singing along in the jet. Okay, there's that. Holy cow. Poor King Charles III. Let's make it happen. Okay, that would be lovely, but I'm not holding my breath. There's that. Okay, so that's pretty much it. There's a lot going on. If I go on my homepage, what is that? Oh, this is something that I tweeted. Oh, that's the first time I ever have that many like. Okay, I tweeted this. I said, I hope I see only Archie's tweet on my timeline that day. I might have to black some Sussex squad once I see any tweet of that con. Hopefully we can talk about it after Lily's birthday, which charity we're honoring this year. All right, so people, a lot of squad were liking it. So let's see here. Can you imagine? Okay, what was this about? Okay, LOL. So now she's loyal to them. They need to pick a effing lane. Alright, that's this one. British media never disappoint. Meghan Markle is putting Archie a little bit above her royal duty regardless of consequences. And there's me here laughing. So now she's loyal to them. They need to pick a effing lane. Okay, there's that. People liking that one person. Okay, oh wow, sorry to hear this. My condolences to family. Okay, that's something else. Let's not forget what was going on in the background. Okay, so that's the thing. I think I went over it. That's this. I went over that already. So she did it twice. But anyway, so there's a lot of tweets regarding the coronation, and this was going on as well. The crowd that King Charles III would like to have around him instead of receiving booze and eggs. And I think President Biden is in Ireland. So this is President Biden in Ireland right now. President Biden takes a selfie outside an Irish pub. Alright, let's go into that. Okay, beautiful. What a fantastic photo. It looks like a painting. God bless. Wish I could buy him a paint. Love seeing Biden have some fun. He has done a good job, although I wish he would take a stand against extremists taking over our government, but I still love him. That's the thing with democracy. People are voting those extremists in. Okay, there's so much he could do. Okay, it's up to the people. Alright, even his position is not guaranteed for re-election. You never know. Okay, so the people have to vote. Alright, there's this. Zoo. Alright, I need to move on. Okay, there's a lot of tweets going on. There's the squad again. Okay, some people stay and this Twitter tweet erroneously believe they can abuse Meghan and her children without any consequences because the media has lied to them. She has no support system. I have news for you. You'll regret it. Her support system are always ready with receipt. Yep. Who tweeted that? Benedict there. Okay, so there's that. The squad are all over. What consequences? Smear her name, kick her out of the UK, remove her HRH, strip her security, give her paid for home to Andrew. Okay, like this reads more like a vile threat. Just saying, what more do you want from this woman? To die on her? That's what. Okay, Meghan Markle is putting, that's that headline. People's retweeting with different caption. There's this. Alright, these are things that were not, I didn't put on my list. I'm just going on my homepage. They're talking about it. Okay, hey Devengers, don't stop believing Tom Bauer now. Yes, KK really did demand that Meghan, quote, sit in the back, end quote. Is she attending the coronation like the good racist she is? Okay, quote, I think it's an ugly compromise. We must all be grateful that Kate in the end prevented Meghan from coming, saying she won't have her there under any circumstances. She said that if she does come, she will have to sit at the back. So I can't believe these people are printing this nonsense. Okay, so this is the tweet. I'm not going into it. There's 24 comment. Okay, yeah, the way Mia Farrow is getting dragged right now is giving me life. We've all been tired of her and her family mess for decades. Yeah, I didn't post it. Mia Farrow, yeah, the one that we got that had the issue with Woody Allen. Then Woody Allen marry one of the kids they adopted. Yeah, that Mia Farrow. She said something about she's tired of hearing about Harry and Meghan, that kind of thing. And then people went to work. I didn't bookmark it, but this is what this is making reference to. Okay, it's almost time spending. Okay, that's commercial. Twitter has turned me into a belligerent person. Not good for my soul. Okay, there's that. I love it. Well done, Harry and Meghan. The paps just lost a fortune and the entire event a large dose of glamour. Okay, there's 3 comments under that. This is Pagan Trelawney. Okay, so that's in different language. Okay, so that's that. Okay, they wanted picture of Harry and Meghan. They wanted a chance to analyze body language, non-existent strife, and make up stories about them. With Meghan away, there's nothing to see. They are pissed. The audacity of the biracial princess to forego a historical opportunity. Oh, I wish I could, but I don't want to. There's a GIF for everything. There's 5 comments under that. Listen, people rent is gonna be paid in half. They won't be receiving any bonus at work because of the money overflow they would have made had Meghan been there. Okay, whenever the question of whether or not the haters will get to eat comes up. Okay, Omeda. Right, she doesn't care. Okay, and to say that the inevitable bulls are for Meghan's, now they are booed, they'll know it's them that the British people are tired of. Unlike the royal Karens, Princess Meghan doesn't have to go cap in hand for anything. She'll be living her best life on the 6th with her babies, not bowing to Sausage Finger and his side piece. Alright, let's view some more. This measure article is a good summary of how sane people see what's happening between King Charles, Prince Harry, and Prince William. Okay, Business Daily Africa. Okay, I'll bookmark this. Let me click on it so you guys could read it, because this is not the Royal Rats thing. Let me bookmark this, like it, click on it so I could get I think I'm gonna stop. Okay, I did all these are extra. That's the squad coming. The way the Sussex squad and fair-minded people from around the world show up to stop and drag haters, bitters, and two-faced liberals and conservative alike who attempt to spread hate against Harry and Meghan outside of Val Isle is a beautiful thing to witness. Mia Farrow learned today. Other people's talking about it too. That's 6 comments. It's not a lot. We see them and we have to remind them that we are not in the you go low, we go high era of our beloved forever First Lady Michelle Obama. It also totally belies the story the media are trying to spin of how everyone hates Meghan. Power. Mia Farrow is currently in a burn ward. Hope the medical care she received is too much. Okay, Meghan's existence really brings out the inner working of certain people. I always use Meghan and Lewis Hamilton as litmus tests to clean up my environment. Wow, I wish I could see that tweet. Okay, there's Meghan Kelly here. When let's see here. When a husband tried to use Meghan for clout, the boos you hear are for you. Meghan. Okay, Meghan Markle is better than you, harder than you, more productive than you. I hear Target is hiring. Maybe get a job instead of using a princess for clout. Okay, so he retweeted that. She can't face the thought of being booed publicly. Newsflash, Duchess, we're already booing you, whether you hear and see us or not. What the hell is this? But anyway, let's see. You know what? That's it. I don't see the Mia thing here. Is that this one? Queen. Okay, so that's it. Let's do a prayer. There's too many things going on. I went beyond what I put on my list. Alright, I went beyond. Just went on my homepage and then tons of tweets regarding that. Alright, let's see here. Prayer for, let's do prosperity and protection. Okay, let's do protection. because of Harry. Give me assurance that as I seek your will, you will bless me with prosperity. May the love of the Father and the tenderness of the Son and the presence of the Spirit gladden my heart and bring joy to my soul today and for all days. Through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Let's pick an image. Let's do this one right here. Okay, pray for abundance, financial hope. Lord Jesus, money is no substitute for you. Indeed, it is for the most pernicious of idol. It has the power to enslave us with greed, envy, and worry. I do not want to be fixated on money, but this world demands that I produce and pay my debt. I'm laughing when I come to the debt part because the royal rats will not be able to pay their rent, their mortgage. Lord, deliver me from this financial hell, release me from this financial shackle, so that I may once again be free to love and to serve. In your holy name I pray. Amen. Alright, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. Alright, that's it.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better